guys, this will be the second attempt of the second part of the number 3 video. I started the other day. Trouble is with the second part, I fitted all of that, but Jeff was half talking to me and I forgot to put the camera on. So I thought we'd go through it again anyway, quickly. But what we're going to do is break things down in these videos and just do, when the Scribe UK starts, we're going to start loading them up on the website so you can access them whenever you want. And, you know, just start going through it individually as to what and why with the boards when you're using them. This skirting here, as we're going along here, and I noticed it last time, it's square for one part of it, but then as it comes up to this one, it's going off. Now, this, unfortunately, it's reality of what you get, isn't it, really, on home? So we're just going to do it and then cut them in and try to explain it as I go. You know, I'm not very good with the talk throughs, but we'll get there. So, Oscarboard. If your wall is square and everything's, I mean, it's better off if you've got a lot of 9x3s going down to the skirt and you've got a long old wall and your main wall are cutting in, set off square off that. Because when it's square, the Oscarboard does track the forward, and after you've done a few of them, you start getting the hang of it, and it really is, it's a nice way to fit in that on the 45. But again, once it's, if the wall's pissed or your field's pissed, useless. The board's fucking useless. It ain't going to help you. Because unlike the other ones, you've got no wriggle room to adjust your line up without really mucking about. But we're going to get to that bit anyway. So let's just quickly load the first 4 up. Get them in. So once you've got them like that, you're going to get your knife, and it's the 45 template, the smaller one of the two, and you're going to take the cut. But what you're doing is you're cutting here for something that's going to want to be up there. So therefore the rule, you're not taking it square on. But let's just do it. It's very difficult. Sometimes you've got to remember to keep those. Once you get them on there, it's not habit at the moment, but if you can try and make it habit, before you cut, just give it a little touch down like that. So you're always making sure they're sort of like on, otherwise one can ride up, this can that, and the other. So, but after a while, it just becomes habit anyway. So let's get the first cut in. Okay, now, when they go in like that, I mean, that is perfect, you know, and I must admit, when the first one goes in, you know, it just makes you think, yes, here we go. But again, chances of you getting a place that's going to be dead square everywhere, all over, you know as well as I do, is pretty slim. So let's just deal with these issues that come along. I don't know if you can see, well, it's hard to see there, but the skirting is just about to start mucking about on this one here. That one's gone in there, but, you know, if it was picky, you could say that that was slightly off. But, you know, Jeff ain't here. Starting to go off, you know what I mean? That, see that cut, I mean, that could easily be like, because I'm not great, but you can see it's sort of coming in towards you and drifting off there with the screws there. So again, Oscarboard, if it's just that one there, yeah, maybe you can carry on with Oscarboard later, but what you do in these cases and that lot is you just put the Oscarboard away, and up to now, like, we're getting the Hollyboard out. Now, the Hollyboard always gets them right in that lot, but unfortunately, you only do one at a time with the Hollyboard on the sides. But again, so this is, if the wall's out and the wall's pissed, you've got no choice, have you? So, but the Hollyboard, although the drop and the scribe is still the same distance and that as the other boards, it makes you cut square on. The other thing with the Hollyboard works on anything that you put in it. It doesn't matter what size the tile is or what way you're going. Takes it square on, and you're going to start getting your cuts going in. Perfect again, but like I said, you've got to just start coming up one by one. However, we have now got recently well, sort of drifted into calling it the Hollyboard 2 at the moment, but, you know, it never really had a name. It was a collaboration between myself and the MTCO instructor. He's been playing about with it and helping about with it, and we just, you know, this one came about. But if I can find my... All you need to use with these ones is the little Hollyboard helpers, which again, they're going to be coming out more. Right, so, with this one, it's basically, you'll do 3 at a time on the side, but you move it over to drop it into that one, and you use it with these Hollyboard helpers, okay? They're going to go on the side and they're going to go. And look what this does. This now makes... I mean, eventually, it's not going to ever replace the Hollyboard because, again, it is limited to 3-inch tiles. Whether they're 18-inch or 12-inch or 9-inch, it doesn't matter. But it is still limited to 3s. But, again... It's just another board that it's just been evolving. These tools have been evolving since the day it started, haven't they? So, but the actual method, the system, nothing has changed, you know. It's still the same method. It's just that as I'm learning a little bit more about manufacturing, I'm learning more bit about manufacturing. That's all it is. So, this is going to be coming, well, it's already out sort of at the moment. It's just not one that I push because there's been a lot going on with the setting the Scribe UK up. So here we go. This one's gone in here. And it's the answer to the ever-going question. That's back perfectly. It takes 3 at a time. It doesn't square on. But I'm still not getting rid of the Oscarboard with the 4 because it's all equal preferences. Because when if it's a square wall, I'm using the Oscarboard with the 4. You know, but it really is a case of that's why the tools over a period of time more have been added to them. But, you know, what I was trying to explain to people that in theory it is just one board. That's all you get, really, and it's whatever board fits the cut you've got, you know. It's a case of like, you know, if it's a small cut, you're not going to fit a big board, are you? You fit a small board. So, let's get this one in then. How many times have I said so? Right, again, I mean, this is... I must admit it is really good, but again, 9x3s only. I mean, 3-inch tiles only, so if you're anything like me, even though I've got the tools, I avoid 9x3s and fucking 3-inch tiles like the plague. I hate it. But this would make it life easier for me anyway, but... No, but the rest of the boards, they work on every tile there is out there. An instruction manual ain't ever going to happen because I mean, if you want to know how many different things that they do, you know, the way you want to work it out is how many different kinds of flooring are there, how many different houses are there. So you start doing that, it's lottery numbers, isn't it? Oops. Just bring it in there, not forget the camera again. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll carry on now, and we're just going to close this corner off. Okay, so